Are you using the intro features that are now available? Have you seen those, Wes, or no?
Bill, I've been in a stand for 2 weeks in the woods. I have not seen any
How new we
features
talk?
on
How new
here.
we talking?
Well,
I'm
there's
gonna
a
be
new
honest with you.
feature. There's a new feature in the software we're using where you can put intro music in and outro music. I don't know how it works, but man, I'm going to give that a. I'll give
I'm no
that one.
producer. I'm not sure how it works. You know.
I'm going to give that. I'm going to
As
give
soon
that
as
one
I
a
get back
7,
into civilization,
7.9.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go look. And I know it was last minute. I feel like you pulled one out. I'm gonna go 8.1. I was pretty well digging it. So,
bro, I appreciate that. That means a
way
lot,
to, way to
Phil.
pull the rabbit out of the hat, Wes.
We
And
start
what?
out with Bill already acting like he could have told me this behind the scenes. He's like, I guess you didn't catch up on the new data. Like, tell us this when we're doing our production meeting.
Well,
We got
every time I call you, you never answer. You know, when I call you, you never answer, unless it's about barbecue drama. Then you'll answer. You know.
I don't stir the pot. That's one thing I don't do. I'm
You
a good,
are the
I'm a
pot.
Southern,
You're
I'm
the
a
fucking. You are the
Southern
pot.
Christian man.
I am the
And,
pot.
look, I'm trying to get my mansion in heaven. I don't stir pots. Don't.
No, no, you don't
So
stir
how's
them.
the deer hunting, Wes? How much? When's the season in? What's the deadline here?
We have
Mississippi. There is no season.
Yeah, man. At 365, we hunt every day.
we basically hunt until we run out of deer, and that's sometime around July. No,
Piper's on the Unabomber as well.
And then
Yeah.
the babies start dropping, so we kind of give them a break for a couple months, and then we're back on them.
yeah. I'm be honest with you. I don't feel safe talking with you with pistols and guns the way you're dressed tonight. I feel like you just did a drive-by, and I want to know, were you beat in or
We're
sexy?
gonna have to start running security checks on the show. I think. You know.
And look, I can say is we had a little cold front come in. It's kind of chilly. It's in the 20s, and man, it's a little cold. That's all. So, man, it's just kind of how you never know where the outfit's going to go. It's not planned. It just it flows. Whatever.
Hey, I'm just going to give you a little as a pro producer of that I am. Tell Carmen if she's taking showers and you've got those mirror glasses, don't walk in front of the or better yet, Carmen, do it.
God. Oh, non-monetized again at the less than 4 minute mark. So
Yeah, I love it, dude. Any luck with you, buddy? In the woods? I'm gonna ask you that before we get started.
Well,
Man, Reed's killing them all. Reed's he's like 4 deer down. Yeah.
I don't know how many. He's like, Dad, can I use your tags? He hadn't yet, but I mean, he's thinking it. So
he's just writing stuff on a piece of paper, tagged out.
Yeah, luckily the season has come to an end. Our season ended Sunday, and man, we had the class this weekend, so we had a full house here, and we didn't get to hunt for a few days, and we were getting ready for the class all last week. So, man, that's okay. Man, I don't have any blades left to replace on those skinners. So we wore out quite a few this year. It was a good season. There is, an extra 2 weeks of spikes and does. So, it ain't all over with yet, but we'll see. So
sweet, man. Spikes.
Have you got a buck yet? Have you got anything yet, Wes?
Yeah, we've actually had a pretty good year, man. But I shared with you guys, and guys, everybody listening to the show before we move forward, I want you to like it, share it, subscribe, everything. Hit any button you can see, but we really appreciate it. And like I always tell you,
the big red button.
Yeah, just don't hit the end show button. but yeah, I've had a good year, and the deer that I shared with you guys the other day, I actually had to go home and do a little work and wash some clothes. And then if anybody, you hunters out there, we had a buck show up on camera midday Sunday that basically made me start using my 2025 vacation. Immediately started. I was like, all right, guys, I know we just went through Christmas, but I need 5 more days.
Hey, you got several angles too. Nobody's pranking you, like going out there and putting a life-size giant on the camera or something. Like you got multiple shots, right?
Bro, it's he's there. We're in the middle of the rut over here, so
y'all hadn't seen
this is a once in a lifetime buck, and my goal is to get him. So yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, and I mean,
what's up, George?
look into thermals, maybe some night vision, some thermals if you got, you know.
There's a couple game wardens on here. I don't do that. I don't even hunt overseas.
Kidding, people, we're kidding.
I only
Mississippi has game. Mississippi has game wardens.
Yeah. We're happy
I
to agree
didn't,
to it.
I didn't think Mississippi had game wardens. Wow. So.
Yeah, believe it or not, we've got
federal. They check all the states.
They'll pass through every now and then. I was checked 4 years ago for my license.
Yeah.
Were you?
Man,
oh, wow.
Just to see if anybody's breaking the 2 laws y'all got over there.
Which is don't put 4 to 5 in the back of your truck and don't tell us what you killed.
If you do, can you please not leave the horn sticking up? I mean, geez, use some common sense.
Yeah. Well, buddy, you talked about your class. You did say you had it this weekend, right?
Yeah, we had yeah, man, it went good. Man, it went really good. We had nice weather. It was supposed to be cooler, but that front didn't come in until Sunday evening. Right. Wind started blowing pretty hard, and we were already done. So we had really good weather, man. We had a sold out class, and it was a full house. And man, everybody asked good questions. I thought the food turned out good. So, of course, they like Carmen's cooking. She man, everybody gains 10 pounds. It's just impossible not to when they come to the class. So,
awesome.
Man, it went good. Went really good.
Good. Well, if you guys, I just want to say something here since you brought up the class, just to BS. Just a PSA out there for everybody. We've got probably the greatest listeners in barbecue podcasts, some of the best cooks out there, and there are some newbies on here as well. So it's just my opinion. Nobody has to agree with it. But look, this is barbecue class season, and there is a ton of people that are going to be taking. I mean, the people that are holding classes right now, like you guys and, your Jordans and your, the Shapers or whoever, these are the best in the world. And we're going to take these classes. And my PSA is if you take these, understand, and I don't know how to put this the nicest way, and I hadn't even had a beer tonight. Nobody's there to hear what the hell you do. You're there to listen to what that person that you paid. So, man, just respect the classes. Sit your ass down, take the notes, and get calls. And if you like something or if you don't like something, keep it to yourself or your circle. You don't have to run out and tell people what you do or you don't like. It just doesn't have, it has no tact. My little stump for the night is, like I said, just keep it to yourself, respect the class, and learn from the best.
Well,
I think you covered it, Wes.
Can you say it, right? I mean, I guess some things go unsaid, but man, for sure, there's a lot of you paid to take the class, and that's what I'm there to deliver. So, man, let's just leave it at that. Pretty
or
much.
Hit me up for the notes. That shit is cheaper.
Yeah, if you want to save some money, man, fuck them 10, man. West, it's easier, less. You know what I mean? Just don't go blabbing about it.
Yeah. Hit me up in my private chat. You go to you'll go to the page called Fuck 'em 10. I'll let you in there. Nobody will know. They can't see what we're chatting about. Hit me up. We got everybody's out there. We could talk about it in there. But until then, respect.
I just gotta say, as an just taking a step back, I'm getting mixed signals out of you, Wes. I mean, I feel like you're one into the other. You know what I mean on this game.
No. I play both sides of the line. Look, on this show, I'm going to be respectful and professional. But look, Daddy's I got to pay hunting dues. So
we're talking about when we take the producer Wes hat off. Mississippi Wes kicks in every now and then.
I love when Schaefer starts this. Take the flash burn. Hey, at least he doesn't use a 50-50-50. Which is the best line in barbecue. 50-50-50.
That's a Robert Smith special, 50-50-50.
Man, so I don't know who said it first. Or Kit Polk, because he says that shit all the time too. Man, I just did
it could be a KP. It could be a KP,
Yeah, he was there at the class, and I mean he was awake for at least a third of it. So
then he snoozed it.
In fact, early on, so he was KPing pretty early, and man, where's Kit? We don't know where Kit's at. So he got a full classroom, and I told the class, I'm like, listen, whoever gets the most pics of Kit sleeping in this class, Hey, I'll give you a free shaker of Fade to Black. And I was just kind of kidding, right? Man, we get almost done like the next day, and this, comes up to you, goes, man, I don't know who else is in it, but how are these? And I'm like, he had a folder full of kit just nodded off in the class. Brother, here's your shaker, but text those to me. So the catalog just grew a little bit. So
Nice.
Yeah, Kit's always fun, but man, he don't miss a chance to get a nap in.
Right. I love it. If he doesn't start going as narcoleptic Q, he's missing out.
Yeah, man. And I know he's not watching because he stopped by earlier, and he's like, "Oh, what? Gotta go. It's almost time for 3-ball at the bar." So he's off. He's off to lose $6. It wasn't too bad. I lost $6. That's always the report the next day.
Hey, did we just get 2 comments out of Schaefer? He's usually
I think
one
we did.
in and out. We just got
I think
2.
we did.
Wow.
He's on about the quarter cups,
Man,
so
that is not 1 cup, Schaefer.
As Phil likes to say, 212 isn't always 212 after 30 minutes. 4 1/4 isn't a cup always. It's a little different.
Man,
What about you, Bill, man? Talk to us. Your stuff, dude. You guys decide if you're going to hold one, you and this other guy named Fred?
What's that? Oh, we haven't locked on anything, but I did talk to him today, and we were talking about going back to your thing about classes. And, Fred was like, yeah, I usually lead in any class that he does. And he does, that my food's not going to wow you. So, sometimes these guys that are new, they show up to classes, man, and they're expecting to, just get completely blown off the doors. And sometimes it's that middle of the road stuff that usually ends up scoring. And it's a little more, just depending on their expectations can be misleading. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I remember when I took Fred's class, he opened with that. My food's probably not going to wow you. And, I think Fred was saying, one of the guys that took one of his first classes, man, is this all you're turning in? Is this it?
Like the Schaefer comment, if that's what you were going for.
Yeah, is this what you're going for?
Yeah.
And we all know Fred's stuff is very underwhelming. So, I can tell you.
Man, it sounds like an opportunity to hit one of those pre-done buttons right there. I always have to cue you on that one.
But look, the guy's got enough hardware. Who cares if we can joke on it, right? The guy can hang his hat on his royal trophies and every other world championship. So, look, the best barbecue out there that we think is restaurant, very potent. Man, that stuff doesn't win on this circuit. You've just got to be well balanced and don't offend people and be right down the middle. And you guys know, you're the best. Man, hit your damn points and tenderness, and you're going to win. You guys do it every weekend.
Yeah, in my class, we really don't have a lot of conversation about, man, let's recap these meats or this and that. And, I really don't, man, I hope they like my stuff. Like, I don't want anybody to be like, oh, I didn't like it or whatever. But when I say I don't care, look, I'm there to deliver exactly what I do week in and week out and show them what gets my results. So that's just the approach I go to it. And yeah. And anyway,
I'd love to be in your class, and just to stay on the topic since we're stirring it.
No,
have you guys had any? Because I've never asked y'all this. Have y'all ever had anybody in your class? You won't have to say any names. That has been that this is what I do. I don't know if you guys have ever had that or not.
Man, I'll tell you this: every class. Man, I get a lot of my really good ideas from me. They're like, oh, yeah, they do. They just can't wait to tell you. There's always several that can't wait to tell you what they do. It's not necessarily what they learned in somebody else's class, but man, they like to tell you, man, do you ever do this? And I'm like, no, never even heard of that or thought about it. But I'm like, but I'm going to try it. So, yeah, there's a lot of that in my experience.
Man, there's a lot of that in, I think, even ongoing afterwards. People that have taken your class and, hey, man, yeah, I was doing your rib, but man, I added some Sprite to the wrap, and man, it's really made. You get a lot of information of people telling you. I think too, especially when you have products, people telling you how they use your products. If they get a first place or whatever, they'll send you a message and tell you, man, I did this, this, and this. So you get a lot of
very welcome, very welcome.
Yeah, I love it.
And appreciate it at the same time.
For sure, man. I mean, I love it when I get messages that, man, I use this and got a first place or whatever. So, but yeah, you get all kinds of information. So
I think if they buy your product, they do get one input note, right? They get to tell you one thing.
Man, some of them tell you every move they make, so just everybody's different, right? So
yeah, man, Bill, you had an exciting weekend. You actually got to cook a comp. I was working teaching class, but man, you got to do the maiden voyage on the pit, huh?
I did. I ran the offset, my first comp with an offset, and man, it was man, the thing ran like a dream. It was pretty simple, pretty easy. I mean, I kind of shaved everything and put things on a little early just because, man, I wasn't sure how fast the time, man, you don't want to pull something till it's tender, right? So I just put things on a little bit earlier, and man, it all seemed to work out.
Game over.
The only thing that kind of hosed me was the pork, and I think I got like 20th in pork. I was 10th chicken, which that was on a drum, my normal chicken. I won my chicken table, won my rib table for second rib, and then won my brisket table for seventh brisket. But I did get in a little bit of jam on brisket because everything was running so smooth that me and Vanessa, now there's enough room for 2 chairs on my porch. Man, we're sitting out there, on the porch, 2 chairs, and man, brisket's on, setting the sauce, just Cadillacing. And I'm like, I guess we ought to get started, processing the burn ends and everything. And we get inside and start chopping on the burn ends. And man, next thing I know, I look and man, I got 5 minutes to turn in and I haven't sliced the brisket yet, And I'm like, and I'd had those burn ends back on and pulled the brisket off. And it was like, shit, man, we better slice this brisket, get it slung into the box. So, man, I was slicing and slinging and finishing and slinging. And, man, she goes, you want me to go get the burn ends? I go, fuck yeah, go get them. And they were still on the pit. I'd already sliced them and cubed them up. And, man, she wheeled it outside. It's the first time I've seen her open a pit, grab some meat off the pit, shut the pit and come back in. And, she put them on the deal. We loaded them up, and man, we sent it. And she had, I don't know, I think she had 30 seconds left to turn in, but we were moving. We were moving. Plenty of time. It's Stacy's yelling at her, going 30 seconds, and she starts freaking hightailing it. So, but yeah, we're both sitting there in freaking lawn chairs on the porch watching the pit go, and not a care in the world. And man, we better get moving on this guy. So, but man, it was fun. It was fun. So I can't wait to burn some more meat in her for sure. So
nice. And you did well. You only missed reserve by half a point, huh?
Half a point. Yeah, man. It was tight on that RGC. So, and congrats to Edward Oaks. He GC'd it, and he just got through with Bobby's class.
Yeah. Just run the class. The other class.
Yeah. Yeah. So Robert was excited. Obviously, someone takes your class and they get a GC. So. No, it's all good stuff. So, and Edward, man, he was out there with all new drums, everything, pit boss, man. He went all in, he went all in on Bobby's class. He got him new gateways and a new pit boss, and man, he ran the class. So,
man, when you take a class, or at least it's of my opinion, when you do, man, run the class,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what you're
there.
Don't
really know what it does until you actually do it. So I've seen a lot of guys take it and not really run the class. So, but whatever.
The program is what you're buying anyway, right? Why not run it and get it to your tenderness? Everybody that's taking these classes are taking them because of the damn results. Run the class.
Appreciate it, John.
Thank you, John.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Well, shit, we're 20 minutes in, boys. We better get Gonzales family in here, else we'll jaw jack till the wheels come home. Let's add him to the stage, huh? There he is.
What's up?
What's up, Rene? How you doing, buddy?
Very good, man. Doing good.
Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to y'all, man.
Oh, yeah.
So is it Rene or is it Rene or is it both?
It's both, man. I answered to both of them. So,
and what percentage is it though? Like, if you had to guess what people call you between Rene and Rene, is it 50-50? Is it 60-40? Is it 80-20? We're trying to.
I think it's probably like 80-20 that people call me Rene, but every time I see y'all, it's Rene. So
when you say y'all,
Yeah, and then Caesar will make fun of me. He'll start texting me Rene, and hear people calling me.
We're just gonna call him Nene, huh?
Yeah.
Someone, Louis in the comments. It's Renee.
Yes.
Rene.
It'll come out. It'll come out. Rene's in the lead.
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Thanks
Yeah, we got that covered. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard for me. I have a sister named Renee, and man, I guess she just spells it with 2 E's, not one.
Yeah,
so
2 E's.
Yeah,
2
she's
E's.
2. So now I just saw that. So, but yeah, Phil called me earlier and goes, "Is it Renee or is it Renee?" Because I hear a lot of people call him Renee. I said, "Man, I think it's both. I think he'll answer to anything we call him."
It's both, man.
That's not what you told me, Bill.
Oh no, I did say. I said I think white people call him Renee or Renee, and
Spanish
call him
white
Renee.
people that call me Renee. Dude.
Yeah, let's call it what it is.
What do you mean, you people?
When I see y'all, it's Renee. Okay, cool.
It is white people that call you Renee, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just to clarify, about 80% of the people that call you Renee are white people.
Yeah.
I don't like the turn this thing is going. Let's get off white people.
You've already demonetized.
This is pretty PG right here.
It is. Oh God, we're getting into pecan or pecan. It's pecan, by the way, Louis. It's pecan.
It's pecan.
So when was your last cook, bro? What was your last cook?
It was Uvalde in Briscoe.
Okay, Briscoe. Yeah.
Yep.
And are you cooking this weekend?
Yeah, we'll be there this weekend.
You'll be at Shiggin, huh?
We'll be in Shiggin this weekend for sure, man.
Nice.
How did you do last year at Shiggin? Do you remember or no?
I didn't go last year.
Okay.
I didn't make it last year. But yeah, the only end of the year one that I've been to was the one in Eagle Pass the first year.
Yeah, of course you're going this year, man. Congrats on what was you 5th overall, right?
We got 4th overall.
4th overall. Congrats. Sorry, I mean shortchange you on that. Congrats on your 4th overall. Awesome finish, and you'll be at the banquet, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
Nice.
Man, are you guys getting dressed up for the banquet and everything? Or no?
Man, I was just telling my wife I don't even have anything to wear. Like I don't have sweaters or anything because it's gonna be pretty cold, you know.
It is gonna be chilly.
Sequins, man. You need to look like Kenny Rogers when you go in that thing.
And my wife's been getting packages like all week long. She's like, "Oh, it's a shirt, and then it's a skirt," and I'm like, "Damn, dude, what am I gonna wear?"
Man,
she's
it's gonna be cold. I think I'm already dressed up.
I know she is.
Is she still doing TikTok dances and stuff or no?
She does them all the time, dude.
She still does. Okay, I haven't really been too much on
TikTok.
TikTok.
What's the TikTok dance? What's that?
Well, she just dances.
She goes around, does a dance on TikTok, and I'm like, I need a clean knife, you know. And she's like dancing in the background. And...
Probably getting monetized too, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's great. That sounds like Caesar and his little kick flip on the fireball deal. You should watch that all day.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have you dancing though. You haven't really done too much dancing.
No. I stay out of those videos.
So, man, we're going to Shiggin. Is there anything you're thinking about as far as meat wise? Any meat that you're really worried about, or you feel pretty solid with everything you're going? You know exactly what you're doing as far as going into Shiggin, or no? Are you questioning anything?
Probably just my chicken, man. My chicken's been it sucks pretty bad right now. I haven't gotten a chicken call in a while, but
what have you been turning in, or have you been trying different things?
Mainly has, but I did some thighs this year. I ran thighs maybe about 4 cook-offs this year, and out of 4 of them, I hit twice with them.
Yeah, right. So was it hit or miss? You feel like on the
they're hit and miss, and then I just don't like the prep for the thighs.
It is a little work in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and you know I'm just gonna stick to halves. You know, I can probably cook those better anyways. So
yeah. Give it your best shot.
half chicken used to be really good. You were always scoring with halves.
Yeah, my chicken was even earlier this season. My chicken was just on fire. and then it just died completely. Like I went 7 weeks without a chicken call.
Oh,
yeah. So
You're doing nothing different, the same the whole time.
I was doing the same thing, and then after getting no calls, I started doing different brines and
right.
Playing around.
I was cooking them on a PK, and then I switched it up to the drum, and then a Weber, and I just started overthinking it. I was like, I'm just sticking to the PK grill.
Well, I tasted Eddie Pitfather. He cooked a half this weekend. Man, I trimmed it some. I put the little trim video, but he brought me a piece of that. Man, I thought his chicken was outstanding. I mean, the texture of it. Man, I don't know if he could have had any better texture. The texture was of the. I mean, the breast. It was really good. And man, I was surprised to see I think he got 5th with it, but I haven't checked to see if he won his table or not. But
that's a good start. A 5th chicken's always good.
Oh yeah, man, and
better, but 5th is great.
Yeah, but I thought, man, his half was outstanding, and he cooked it on the drum, So, oh, there you go, Clint. I got to get a drink. Let me grab a drink.
Thank you, buddy.
I need a refill too.
Man, when Bill's got to talk to somebody. Go ahead, get your refill. No, let me go get a refill.
Yeah,
I'll go get a refill real quick.
Yeah, they're bringing me my refill.
But I don't know if he wants me to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And not that it matters, but man, he said he went back to an old chicken recipe that he used to run. Yeah, I guess a couple of years ago. So,
yeah.
But man, sometimes we circle back and it works.
Yeah, so. and when I went on that slump, that's exactly what I did. I went back to an old chicken recipe.
Right.
And circle back. I came out with a first place chicken.
There you go. So, Wes, can you sell me that old chicken recipe? If you got it in the notes, I'll take it. So.
Yeah. You got to go to the website, dude. You're the moderator in there, so you're good. I got you taken care of, man. We'll get you back to your first year chicken. It did well.
What I mean.
I'm just giving Bill his chicken recipe from his first year back. He
right.
forgot.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the notes.
Yeah, Wes got
Is the code still fuck 'em?
Oh, it's fuck 'em 10 now. I'm kind of giving them away. I'm getting rid of the old notes.
Trying to upgrade the master notebook, huh?
I'm actually changing the discount code Monday to "This is what I do."
So are you going to cook? What are you going to cook it on this week? Are you going to cook it on the drum or PK? PK, you said PK?
Yeah. Well, actually, Bobby's taking me
the
2.0s, his new drum.
Yeah, the nice. Quattro D.
Yeah, nice. I'm going to cook my chicken on that this weekend. I'm going to do the turkey on it Friday night, and then Saturday we'll do the chicken on it. So,
what time is it turning on the turkey? Remind me, because I need to look it up.
I don't know.
Turn in for turkey, I think, is at 8:00.
Is it?
Okay, that sounds right. Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah, I think it's at 8:00.
Oh shit! Here comes the big money.
Oh, there he is.
Did he cook this weekend? He have a big weekend. That's a good one. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I think he had a good weekend, didn't he? I don't know what he was cooking at, but
yeah, he was cooking. It's like a little non-sanctioned cook-off that this bar has every year.
Right. And he did well. I think he was same as me, 3rd overall, wasn't he, or no?
Yeah, I think he finished 3rd overall.
Yeah. Oler says overcooked the bird in Shiggin. Yeah. Overcooked the shit out of it, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I probably do every weekend anyways.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the scores are for, 8s and 8s. I don't know what they're ranking.
Have you already got your meats?
I got all my meats. I haven't trimmed them.
Yeah.
I'm always pretty late on doing that stuff. I'll probably start doing it tomorrow and finish prepping. All the other crap we got to do. Yeah,
well, you struggled a little bit in chicken and had the ups and downs this year, but man, let's talk about ribs a little bit. That was your go-to, right? Huh?
Yeah. Our ribs were pretty good this year, man.
Yeah, man. I think year in year out, you always seem to be hot and solid on ribs for sure, huh? So they kind of carry you like a little bit, huh? Appreciate it, sir. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Serge.
I think I got like 3 perfect scores on ribs this season, or 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 3 or 4 of them.
Nice.
Shit.
Yeah,
Where'd you finish in ribs? Did you finish?
I finished second overall on ribs.
Oh, wow. Nice. Hell yeah.
Well, I don't see any specific questions in the comments, and we don't want, you don't have to give up anything you don't want to, but can you start at the beginning and then till you box and just kind of tell us what you do?
Right. So like this one thing that I changed up this year was
fuck.
I started
thanks, Cal. Appreciate it, buddy.
Cheers.
Coming in hot, man. That's a 2-sipper right there.
I started cooking my my ribs on the drum, and I'll start them on there for about an hour, and then I'll throw them into the Jambo after that, just to get a little bit of that can smoke on them.
Yeah, sure. Get a little bit of that pork dripping on them coals.
Yeah, and honestly, since I started doing that, my ribs were like started hitting consistently. And they come out good on the Jambo too, but you can definitely tell a difference from starting them on the drum compared to just running them straight on the Jambo.
Man, people, that might not sound like a lot, but man, I think you just gave up a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it, buddy. I'll drink to it.
Try it. It to me
sounds like Carmen's gonna be loading that drum up this weekend.
There's Fred. You're welcome.
Fuck Fred.
Play it again, Wes. Play it again.
Fuck Fred.
It's too funny.
Yeah, that's basically the only different thing I did on drums this year.
Terrible. They are terrible.
Let's circle back.
Man, what happened? Whatever the Sweden chick doing the circle back. What's up with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so appreciate the tips on the ribs. Man, what brisket are you cooking this weekend, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm doing a snake
black.
How big is it?
It is it's almost 19 pounds.
Oh shit.
You doing burn-ins too or no?
What's that?
Are you on the burn-in game or no?
Oh yeah, I turn them in all the time.
Nice.
All the time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And does your brisket ever hit the drum or just the ribs?
Nah, just my ribs.
Yeah.
And my pork. I'll cook my pork on the drum.
Right. And
I've tried it.
Chicken, you got a drum and a Jambo, so you're 3 pits in. Yeah,
I'm 3 pits in, man. Yeah, so we'll be leaving the PK home this weekend, and we'll be
timeout. It's going in timeout.
Yeah, it's going in timeout for a little while.
Man, I was going to ask earlier when you did any changes, man. Did you put any of your pits in timeout, go a different direction?
Yeah, my wife's she's annoyed with me because our garage, I have a Rectech in there, I have some Webers in there, I have Old Smokies in there, I have a PK in there now, and
you need a shop. You need a shop, is what you need.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, man, I think we should get a shop so I can get this out of your hair.
Yeah.
And man, I need a little more room for the next ones I got coming.
Exactly. Yeah. I just told her about the Quattro leads, so I got another one coming in.
Well, bet that made her happy.
Yeah. Surprise.
Well, man, you had a great year, 4th overall. What's the goal for this year? How much you plan on cooking, or any specific goals?
I mean, just to be out there, really. I don't really have any goals. Whatever happens.
And I see you doing more on social media, though, huh? You trying to step that up a little bit?
Yeah, I just do a little bit of, TikTok editing on some footage that we record over the weekends, and try to make them as good as you do. So,
man, your stuff always looks great, man. Your pork boxes, man, they always look phenomenal, bro. So.
Yeah, dude. So I'll be laying down in bed late at night, fucking around with TikTok editing and shit like that.
Right.
Is that where you do most of it, Rene? Is
Yeah.
on TikTok?
Yeah. I do it on TikTok and then
I'm on there for about 6 seconds about once a month, so I don't go to TikTok very much. Even the rest of it, man, I've been pretty jammed up lately, so I haven't had much time for much of it at all, it seems like.
Well, man, once they said they were going to ban TikTok, man, I just started kind of focusing more on Instagram, because I think eventually TikTok's going to be shut off. I mean, I think it's this month they're supposed to.
Really?
Yeah. See, Fred, in the comments, China, it's owned by China, so I think.
And probably about as soon as Trump gets in office, it's probably whatever date that is.
Yeah, man, I think my wife told me he's changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
You do realize we're about to take over Canada, right?
Oh, yeah. Man, he wouldn't mind that either.
Pretty much about to absorb Canada.
Yeah, and Canada's going to become the 51st state also.
Right.
Canada, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Another border.
Mounties better mount up.
Man, I hear rumors you may be doing a class at some point. Is that still kind of in the talks or what? Maybe a park class, teaming up with people and doing a class. I think you should.
Me and Alonzo had talked about it a while back, but I mean, we haven't really said, we're going to do it or anything like that, but we'll see.
Yeah, man, if you do that, man, you'll have fun with people coming in taking your class.
Letting you know what they do.
That's right. They'll tell you everything, And they might even tell you what other people do in other classes that they've taken, So,
yeah.
If you're lucky, So, yeah. But man, that'd be cool if you and Alonzo got together and put something together. It'd be pretty cool. So
yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we had talked about it a couple months back, but I mean, we've never really said let's do it or anything like that. So,
right.
Let's see. They want to know what I'm drinking.
What are you working with there?
Barralitos. See, Caesar had the horse cock on y'all's episode.
Yeah, the horse cock. That's right.
So I got the butt plug.
Oh, God.
Feels like what the
hell? Fuck.
Just exited the PG versions.
Guys, I don't know what happened, but when he said that, we went up 30 viewers. We've got a bunch of nasty son of bitches.
Plug.
Hey guys, the ones that tuned in, I can know who you are. I don't want to be cooking next to you.
There we go. How about Shane coming in hot?
Appreciate Shane.
No, these
Shane was
beers,
one of the ones that liked it.
You can only get them in Mexico.
Is that right?
Yeah, you can only get them in Mexico.
Man, Phil's got some special beer that he likes to drink. Phil, what's that special beer you like to drink that you can only get in Milwaukee or something or up north?
Oh, the Spotted Cow?
Yeah, Spotted Cow. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't sell it outside of Wisconsin.
It's Wisconsin. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, what I was told is it's a top 10 beer in the United States. And that company doesn't sell it outside of Wisconsin. So that's pretty big numbers,
One of the best beers I've ever drank. And that's all I drink when I go to Wisconsin. I've got 3 cases at the house. I try to keep stocked up. So,
man, if you try to describe that beer, it's just I describe it as it's a full flavor, really good, smooth beer. It's just good beer. That's it. It's just good beer.
Full flavored, almost has a light beer kind of. I don't know, man. It is everything you could possibly think of in a can. It's great.
Man, and how do you describe the butt plug, Rene?
Very careful.
A little dirty or what?
I'll describe that one backstage, bro.
There will be no backstage tonight.
You get all the butt plug info backstage.
Fucking Fred, I'll tell you. I didn't bring it up, Fred.
Fuck Fred.
I'm getting another refill. They're coming in hot tonight.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they are. Well, I did try to put this just so everyone knows, man, we're trying to migrate over to a Shiggin fried channel.
Oh,
but
yeah.
So I've created a Shiggin Fried page. I've created a Shiggin Fried YouTube. So, man, if you guys get time out there, go and like those pages, and man, drop some comments on some of the posts, because man, the StreamYards is a platform that we use to go live, and you connect it to those different pages.
Yeah.
And those pages, both the YouTube and the Shiggin Fried page, they won't let us go live because I guess Facebook has certain requirements. Like maybe you have to have so many likes on the page or something,
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's some kind of requirement. So in order for us to migrate, man, we got to get, I guess, some kind of traction on those pages in order for it to happen. I think the YouTube might let us next time. It gave me some kind of 24-hour deal. I had to plug in my phone number or something. So, but we're going to try to eventually. That's one of the things we're going to try to do is migrate over to those. So, and I don't think I could even try to. I think I tried to tag you or Gonzales family, but because maybe you weren't following the page, maybe it won't let me tag people. I don't know how.
Yeah, he ain't calling you out, but he's generally saying when you get time.
Yeah, I'm probably not following it on my Gonzales family barbecue page because I hardly get on that.
Oh, you don't mess with it? No.
Nah, not on Facebook.
No.
And so saying that, it is a pain. So I have obviously Phil Breeden, and then I have LC Barbecue.
Yeah.
I juggle between the two, and half the time I don't know which one I'm on. And then when I go make a post and try to tag somebody on LC Barbecue, and I think that's the secret code, right? You got to follow it from LC Barbecue. And, I don't know which one I'm following on which, but you got to do that before you can tag it most of the time. Is that right, Bill?
Man, I don't know. I really don't know,
Well, I've done it before to where, just say if I GC and the RGC and I want to tag them or put their team name up and I can't pull it up, but I know I pulled it up on, I go find it, then maybe I like it, and then I can tag and spell it out where it tags them or something. That's the best.
Your bestie's in the comments.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's already texted me those ribs that he trimmed up today, and
yeah, he did. He showed me a picture of them, Alonzo, on I think it was a FaceTime. Yeah. So yeah, I need to find ribs for this weekend. That's one thing. I need to find ribs and brisket, and I think I got pork coming from the chopping block. So
okay.
Man, I think I'm good. I might need some chickens, but man, we went to town today and I got a bunch of Prairie Fresh butts and
that's what I bought some Prairie Fresh pork butts yesterday, and ribs. I stock up my my refrigerator, so
nice.
Good with ribs.
Yeah, I'm lucky around here. A lot of these Walmarts have a lot of Prairie Fresh, and now that they're slowly getting rid of the turkeys that have kind of put a kink in my meat schedules. And the pork's flowing back in, and looks like it. I got a lot to go through, so it works for me.
Janky and Fred are in the comments. Oh god, we need to get a show with them too.
Button that
barbecue drama.
No big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Man, but I'm glad you circled back on that. Seriously, where's that?
Let's circle back.
There's Sweden.
Man, where's Caesar with those donations, man?
He's slacking tonight,
Yeah, he went and smashed a big third overall, and he's getting tight on us.
Yeah. Man, he's getting real tight.
Yeah, it was. I think that bar cook-off only had 3 teams or 4 teams. So I guess that's why we're not getting any donations tonight.
It was a mid pack.
It was a mid pack finish for third overall.
That's a new one. I like it.
Producer's working on the sound effects. I think that was one of his own,
It could have been Kit.
Right.
So what you doing, legs, Bill?
No, I think I'm gonna do thighs.
Thighs. What about you, Phil? You doing half?
I did thighs this weekend. I'm gonna do thighs. So
yeah, I'll probably do a half in wings. I assume unless I get any wild hairs between now and then, which could happen. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with a half and maybe some legs in it too. Usually, like I'll cut the legs off of my throwaway half, and
Right.
and I'll cook them and I'll throw them in the box. You know.
Yeah.
That's a KP move, bro.
Yeah. So
I shouldn't be telling KP moves, but yeah. He does have that move.
And we're going to emphasize the word throw into the box on KP.
Yeah.
It is a throw.
I wouldn't be saying it if he hadn't told everybody and their brother while we were around. Well, you turn in, get a half and right here, one wing right there. It gives them a nice selection. Everybody gets a different piece.
Dude, I got a peek. I got a KP a story too, man.
Oh God!
I don't know if y'all were at the. I think it was the very first sanctioned CBA in Kingsville.
When he dropped that brisket?
We dropped the brisket box, man.
Who dropped it?
KP, and he got a first place brisket call there.
But start over. Give us all the juicy. Start from first.
Hey, Rene, I was working turn-in because it was one of the first. So I'm the one that accepted that box, and I saw it too. But go ahead. You know, I was there.
It was nasty weather. It was probably like this, like really cold but drizzling, and you know, I was walking my box and I just saw him. He just dropped it. I was like, "Oh shit, man!" And
what was his reaction?
I don't even remember. To be honest with you, I was freaking out because he dropped the brisket box.
You were freaking out, but he was probably like, no big deal.
He just picked it back up and you know he walked it in and I got a second brisket there, and then when I heard
circle back
him walking, going, I was like, no fucking way. He dropped that box and he got a first place brisket.
All right, Bill. Now you
no big deal
because he turned it into you. Let's hear that version.
I'm working the turn-in table. I wasn't cooking. It was one of our first events. It was Kingsville, and man, we're sitting there and I'm seeing Kit walking and he's got that box in that like mail pouch sack that he carries. I don't think it's even insulated. It's some kind of sideways backpack from 1950 that he carries his box in. You know, it's a throw together and it's got straps and stuff all around it. It just looks like a problem, but
man, it looks like pieces of an army duffel bag from the 50s.
It does, yeah. And he's got that bag and he's walking and he trips and the whole thing falls on the ground. and he's probably 20 or 30 feet from turn-in, and man, he picks it up and he's kind of shaking his head. He goes over and right across from turn-in we're in a parking lot and there's cars. Man, he just pulls it out on the hood of this car and he pulls the box out and he opens it up and I can see it. You know, I mean, I'm 15 feet away and all of his slices are all facing forward in the box, and he's looking at it like, man, and he's kind of doing his normal, just like he's wrapping ribs, you know. What am I going to put in here? You know, you can see the wheel.
Close it.
And he grabs them all and flips them all. You know, he flips them all back the other way. And then he's looking at it like I should probably really clean the edges or something. But man, fuck it. He shuts the box and turns it in. And and he gives it to me. He's like, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Man, you never know, Kit. You know, I'm thinking is that you are screwed, you know. But lo and behold, man, that some bitch got first place. And I was working the table and judging, you know. And of course, you know, we don't open the boxes. So, but man, I did have a box that come around that, man, it looked like a hot mess, but man, it tasted great. Yeah. And I wasn't sure if it was Kit's or not, but I assumed it probably was. And at that time, we were running 2 rounds because it was early on in CBA. And Kit won round 1 and he won round 2. You know, so he scored the highest in round 1 and the highest in round 2. So,
I can embellish on that. So that was like 3 or 4 years ago when that happened. And about 2 years ago, you know, we were cooking up in Brady and Kit's right next to me. And man, it's almost brisket turn-in time. I just glazed my brisket. Man, I'm pulling it out to go slice it and get it turned in, right? And I take it off the pit, and to open my door, I sit it on that sink I have out there, which is kind of like half. And I go to open the door, and the pan made the automatic sink come on, and it's about to put water on top of my brisket that's already, and I'm like, whoa, shit. So I kind of pull it back, and I didn't allow, you know, I just pulled it back, and it fell off the sink. And it's in the pan. Upside down, the pan's upside down. So now the brisket is on my floor of my porch.
Oh,
like with the glazed side to the diamond plate.
You put some texture on that brisket.
Oh, yeah. It put some texture on. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. So to open the door to my trailer, it opens towards the outside, and the brisket's kind of in the way. I'm like, well, I need to go get some spatulas and get this thing scraped off the floor. So I just pull, and it's going in the pan and just moving the whole thing. I get a spatula. Scotty and Anna Bryce are right next to me. Cruz is there, and Cruz runs up and he goes, "Daddy, Philip just dropped his brisket on the floor." And Scotty goes, "Shut up, Cruz. You don't want to talk to nobody right now." So anyway, I do the best I can. I get it turned in or whatever. And then, Kit's parked right next to me too. And he's like,
Lance.
"Oh, shit. Appreciate it, Lance."
Cheers.
Hey, so Kit goes, "Hey, don't worry about it. I've done it before. And it's here. It shocks the brisket, releases the fibers. It's really tender. And you probably got a good shot." And I shit you not, that was 40 or 50 teams and a bunch of added money on brisket. It was $1,100 from first place. All the rest of the meats is a few $100. And I hit first place brisket with that.
Damn, man.
Shocked it. It was a shocker.
Shocked it. It shocks it.
Somebody's gonna try to drop their brisket this weekend. Just watch.
You can't do it on purpose. It don't work that way.
Yeah, you can.
And it's got to be an accident. Man, finish it out. It's good luck. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. So
yeah,
fucking get it turned in no matter what. So you never know what can happen.
Thank God that's never happened to me yet. So
not yet.
Well, when it does, just embrace it. Thank God it finally happened.
Yeah. Get all excited while my wife tells me off.
I dropped a rack of ribs not too long. I didn't hit first, but I think I walked with a dropped rack of ribs. I did drop.
The same thing happened on ribs. The first time I ever dropped ribs was at that Marley Go Big or Go Home. Plainview, Bill.
Yeah.
I come around the corner to go box the ribs and go slice them or whatever, and on the spatulas, and that thing just slid. And I'm like, whoa! I tried to catch them, man, glazed side down on the floor or whatever. Man, I hit first place ribs that day too, and GC that contest. So, and I think it's good luck, but you just can't do it on purpose.
I did that with some thighs this year. I put them on those little flimsy little wire racks.
Yes, the bendable ones or whatever.
Yeah, and I picked them up like this, and it like all the thighs were on there, so it just like folded, and all my thighs just fell on the floor, man. And I was all
little gritty.
No, they were raw. I hadn't even cooked them yet. I was burning. Had to pick them up and re-season them, but I hit a 6th thigh with them, so
nice.
No big deal.
So no big goals for this year. You were saying earlier, you're just gonna cook or what? How
yeah,
do you think?
I don't know. I'll probably be out there maybe like twice a month at least,
And will you mostly stay in the valley? I mean, that's like its own country down there, huh? I mean,
yeah. I mean, we traveled a little bit this year.
Yeah,
we went to Uvalde. We went to Uvalde twice because we went to Briscoe, and then they have another one, the McKenna Eilers cook-off also. So we went over there, and we went to San Antonio a couple times this year.
Do you find it easier outside of the valley to cook or no?
Man, it's hard. It's hard everywhere, to be honest. Like, there's good cooks down here in the valley, and I mean, there's good cooks up in San Antonio. There's good cooks everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's always somebody that's going to be there. That's pretty good. So, but I mean, I like to leave the valley too. Just to cook against different guys.
Right? Because I feel like the valley in itself, it's so big, and there is a lot of cook-offs down there, but you're right. It's probably a lot of the same teams week in and week out.
Yeah.
Right?
If you cook down here all the time, if you stay down here, you're going to be cooking against everybody, the same guys every weekend, and
yeah.
Man, what city's home base for you, Rene?
We're in Harlingen.
Okay. Yeah, and I see the smoking on the Rio banners hanging in the background.
Yeah, I got a couple of them.
That's coming up pretty soon. Man, one of my favorite cook-offs.
Yeah, in Mercedes, that's just maybe like, in maybe like 15
20
minutes.
minutes.
Let's circle
Yeah,
back.
15
Yes.
And even Mercedes is different, right? I mean, I've heard people talk about Mercedes, and it's kind of different than the rest of the valley, even though it's kind of right in the middle of the valley, huh? So.
Yeah, it's right. It's right in the middle. It's actually right next to Westgo where Fred lives. So
yeah,
but yeah,
they got so many winter Texans judging that. I think it maybe
they do.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
They
if that
do.
plays a part in it or what. So,
I mean, if you talk to people that cook smoking on the Rio a lot, they always say go a little sweeter than what you usually do. And I mean, I actually did that last year, and I got a perfect rib at smoking on the Rio last year. I got a second.
No big deal.
Yeah.
What'd you get there last year? What was it?
A second place rib. Perfect rib.
It was second.
Yeah.
It was second. Yeah.
Some bitches.
Yeah, I know.
It's Shiggin time.
Did you do anything different on that rib, or was it same old, same old? Was it the hour on the drum?
Same old hour on the drum.
Did you go a little sweeter?
I went a little bit sweeter on that rib, and actually, like, my wife loved that rib. I loved it, so I ran that same rib all year long. So my rib is it's a sweet rib. It's a pretty sweet rib.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it backstage, So we'll get more in depth on that.
And
we'll get more in depth backstage.
And we'll figure out how many quarter cups is here and there.
Yeah. Look at that.
Are there any questions from the chat? Do we have anybody in the chat that needs to shig anything off of I mean, I know we've been trying to shig a little bit here and there.
The only thing that was the question related, because everybody's been having fun time laughing, is someone asked, "What are you putting on your ribs?" Sauce wise.
What was that again?
Your rib sauce. They want your rib sauce. You're breaking up, man. I can't hear a thing.
You keep breaking out. I can't hear you, man.
I understand, guys. We'll get that in the back room.
It's the only thing they want to know.
Hey, I'll tell you what I'm doing, man. And I'm doing apple habanero with I throw some man meat, tangy Tennessee. My wife's yelling quiet. I can hear her.
Hey, you hand her one of those butt plugs and tell her to shut up.
Get him another plug.
Does that door have a lock on it?
Yeah. Apple habanero and a little Tennessee red.
Tangy Tennessee man meat.
Tangy, the man meat, tangy Tennessee.
Yeah.
Nice. The conversion on your head just like that, Wes.
But look, we're not trying to push, but ratios.
Yeah. If you were going to put that into some quarter cups,
how many
quarter cups of beef would you have?
Of course, you got to hit it with that LC Boss Hog. You got to hit it with some Gulf Coast,
right?
And some chicken fried.
Man, there it is.
Get everybody
an hour on the drum, and I got the sauce. You pretty much got the whole rib.
Got to get that rib looking. Hit him with the bass boat.
And what kind of ribs you say that you're cooking? I don't think we hit that.
Many ribs.
He needs to ask his wife.
She's about to turn off the power, dude.
She's gonna kill the internet.
You can hear her in there shimmying the door trying to get it unlocked. She is going to beat your ass.
If Rene goes radio silence, she killed the internet.
Yeah.
We're just going to see the camera shining at their feet. She's beating the hell out of them.
Are you guys cooking breakfast at the CBA? Because y'all brought me breakfast at your wife brought me some breakfast at Uvalde, which, man, I thought that was outstanding. So are you doing breakfast again or no?
I don't think so, because Santiago and his wife aren't going. So
okay. So.
When Santiago and his wife are there and my wife's there, they throw down a big breakfast.
They'll stir some up.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What kind of breakfast are we having down there? Tell this white boy what would I expect if you were cooking breakfast?
Shit, man. They'll do
homemade tortillas for one. They
tortillas. They'll do chicharron in salsa. They'll do it's a bunch of good stuff. Barbacoa.
Just eat it. It don't matter. Just eat it. Just eat it.
So y'all are not about sunny side up eggs and hash browns.
No.
Little white toast.
You will not recognize the dishes, Wes. Eat the shit. It's good.
I will.
Sunny side up, like he said. Can I get
the salt and pepper on the eggs?
No,
ain't no biscuits and gravy, Wes.
None of that stuff, man.
A little tomato gravy, maybe. You know,
man, they call it, man. He's doing the Rene breakfast. They call that the Rene breakfast. That's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, that sounds like a Rene breakfast.
That's right.
Yeah. Can you give us an update on when you may be cooking the breakfast so we can schedule some stuff? I mean, can you do that
in Texas?
Yeah.
It will be in Texas.
Coordinate this with my one trip into Texas this year.
Why are you not cooking, smoking on the Rio, Wes?
Because I'm going to be in Wisconsin for our sales meeting.
February 8th or 9th?
Oh, I thought that's the one coming up the third week of January.
No, that's Shiggin.
Yeah.
And what's February 8th or 9th or something like that?
I'm going to be honest with you. You hit me too quick to come up with an excuse.
Okay.
Yeah, I had an excuse for Shiggin.
And mill that over a little bit and let us know.
Yeah, I got another work trip.
Yeah. Man, it's the second rut for the whitetails, and man, we're still hunting.
Hey, Bill, the turkeys are rutting.
Don't come in till July.
The turkeys are rutting.
Right.
Yeah, those turkeys are so fucked this year.
Yeah. Smoking on the Rio is a good one, man. You got to come down to smoking on the Rio.
You could get the breakfast there, Wes.
Right.
Yeah,
well, Rusty, you ask how I'm like, Icelandic white. I'm like
Icelandic white.
I am sponsored by Rachel.
I'm trying to say he can't be any whiter.
He's so white, he doesn't know how to spell. You know.
To be honest with you.
And there's not an ounce of blanco in him.
There's Viking in me. I'm just telling you. It goes way back, bro. A little salt and pepper, some dry toast. We're good.
We'll make that just for you, Wes. When you come down, we'll
Oh hell no! No,
we'll
I'm virgin. You're gonna give me all that greasy meat shit that you're good at cooking. I want it all. Give me the red sweaty meat. What is that? What is that? Pork sausage, the chorizo.
Looks like the real man meat has showed up. Well, he heard his name on that rib recipe, and he's
got alert set. He's got alert set. Man, we heard Tangy, Tennessee. Wing, 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 wing.
Patagonia white.
Patagonia white.
Yes. Aaron coming in off the top rope. That's terrible.
That's great.
I will admit that is, the Mexican food is definitely some of the best. But
oh yeah, for sure.
Well, Rene, man, we appreciate you coming on, man. If there's any sponsors you want to give shout outs to, man, go ahead and send them. But thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, man.
I know I've asked you a couple of times, and I'm glad it lined up. So
yeah, it's just Gulf Coast Smoke, man. Alonzo, he's got some good stuff. So we've been running all his stuff for a couple years already. So
yeah. And I think you were just on his podcast. So, man, if you guys get a chance, you can go watch. You filmed it in person, so you've got go watch Gulf Coast Smoke. I think it's on YouTube. I don't know if it's on Facebook, but you can go over there.
I think it's only on YouTube.
Yeah. So you go. How long was that one? An hour? Probably an hour.
About an hour. Yeah, it was about an hour.
So those two guys are barbecue homies.
Hey, Rene, thanks for coming on, bro. We'll see you this weekend.
Yeah, man. We'll see you. Thank you. Take it easy.
All right. Cheers.